Hello viewers and welcome to today's episode of your favorite online news show, Erongo Talk. Thank you for joining us. We are coming to you all the way from Dune 7. Now on today's show, we visit the 4x4 Vasbyt. You can also catch the news, the weather and the tides reports. But first up is our calendar day. So sit back, relax and enjoy today's edition of Erongo Talk.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact erongotalk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
And now for your news. 5 suspects have been arrested in connection with a robbery at African Art Jewelry Shop in Hendrik Witbooi Street, Swakopmund. The Commander for Community Policing in the Erongo region inspected 10 to 10 and we have recovered stolen goods to the value of 273,700 Namibian dollars, said Shapumba. The arrest followed after a tip-off was received from a reliable source. The suspect had booked herself in at PIC, a bed and breakfast located in Tulinawa, Mondesa. Shapumba thanked the detectives for a job well done and the community for sharing information that led to the arrest. 6 suspects entered the business pretending to want to buy jewelry on the day of the robbery. One of the suspects pointed the shop owner with a firearm, demanded money from her and took jewelry from a cabinet. He ran out of the shop, jumped into a getaway vehicle, a white 7-seater with registration N203430W, and drove off. The getaway vehicle was later discovered in Mondesa in the DRC township. 4 suspects were arrested and some of the stolen items were recovered. The firearm used without a serial number and some rounds of ammunition was confiscated and the vehicle was impounded. The arrested suspects include a 30-year-old male who was the driver or owner of the vehicle, a 42-year-old male, a 26-year-old male, and a 43-year-old female. One of the arrested suspects will be charged with an additional charge of illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Only 1 suspect still remains at large and the police are pursuing the matter with confidence. The arrested suspects appeared at the Swakopmund Magistrates Court on Monday. in more news. The Executive Director of the Ministry of Health and Social Services, Ben Ngombe, has instructed all regional directorates to reactivate COVID-19 testing facilities. In a report by the national broadcaster shared on the Ministry of Health and Social Services Facebook page, the broadcaster said Namibia is experiencing an increase in COVID-19 cases. The Erongo and Commerce region have recorded the highest number of positive cases. The country recorded 192 positive cases during November and 166 positive cases in December. Ngombe further ordered that any person presenting symptoms of COVID-19, irrespective of whether the person has been in contact with a positive person, must be tested and go into self-quarantine until the results are out. And finally, the Ministry of Finance announced that value-added tax will no longer be charged on sanitary pads effective 1 January 2023. According to the Value-Added Tax Amendment Act, which was gazetted yesterday, sanitary pads, which will be zero-rated, include menstrual pads for light, medium and heavy flow, as well as mini, super sports and overnight bags with or without wings. It also includes maternity pads designed for use in pre- and post-birth bleeding, as well as panty liners, which are similar to menstrual pads and are lighter and thinner. VAT will still be charged on the following sanitary products: tampons of all types, with or without an applicator, menstrual cups, feminine sanitary wipes, period or leak-proof underwear, or any incontinence towels or pads. And that concludes our news for today.
Namibia Media Holdings will once again publish the sought-after special focus edition on the marine and fishing sector, which will cover in-depth insight on the industry, its role players in government and private sector, and its stakeholders in Namibia. The Marine and Fishing Focus will be published on Tuesday, the 22nd of February 2023 in the NMH daily publications, namely Republican, Namibian Sun and Algemeine Zeitung. To find out more about the combined advertising packages, including print, social and digital media, as well as NTV, contact us at focuseditions@synergy.com.na.
Ons is hier in die geselskap van Theunis van Zyl. Nou, hy het vir my gesê ek moenie vir hom meneer sê nie. So ja, dis maar moeilik vir my om dit nie te kan doen nie, maar nou ja, 2 jaar gelede Vasbyt gehad. En julle is terug. Hoe voel dit?
Ons is verskriklik opgewonde. Jy weet, na hierdie COVID stories het ons alles in ons vermoë probeer om die ding in die gang te kry en dit wou net nie. Ja. En hierdie jaar toe sê ons is 4x4 klap net vir mekaar. Ons moet dit weer doen. Die mense het dit nodig, die mense vra daarvoor. Ja. So hier is ons vandag. Ons is verskriklik opgewonde. Ja,
sê. Nou vertel vir ons so 'n bietjie van julle deelnemers.
Goed, ja, soos jy kan sien, hier aan die regterkant of linkerkant van ons is hier ons besig om uitvoertuie spesifiek wees. En dan is daar nog, ons noem dit nou die opgeboude 4x4 of die pumped 4x4's, gaan daar ook 'n paar wees. Ons praat van tussen 6 en 8 van hulle. En dan is daar natuurlik ons wat hulle standaard voertuie wil inskryf. Ons het vir hulle ook 'n baan gebou. So ons is opgewonde om hulle ook hier te hê. Ek hoop regtig waar dat ons vandag 'n bietjie mense se aandag kan trek en dat hulle kom en dit kom geniet saam met ons, want dis wat ons wil hê.
Nou, ek weet daar gaan geweldige tyd in die opstel van die baan. Hoe het dit hierdie jaar gegaan?
Nee, wat soos altyd, gelukkig ons nou op dis vol by Volklap se span is lekker geolie. Ons weet wat om te doen. Die ouens spring vinnig in. Hulle elkeen het sy taakie wat hy doen. So die manne het vroegdag gister die baan vir ons begin uitsteek en alles is reg. Julle sal sien hier spaaltjies op met seker verskillende kleur vlaggies. So dis vir elke klas ry volgens 'n verskillende vlaggie. So ja nee, ons is gereed vir hulle.
Sê nou vertel vir ons van die baan.
Okay, die baan, julle sal sien ons het 6 baie tegniese uitdagings waarvan ons natuurlik nou vir die standaardvoertuie het ons nie so tegnies gemaak nie want ons wil hê ons moet hulle voertuie seermaak nie. Ja. Ons het selfs ook vir die opgeboude 4x4's dit ook nie te rof gemaak nie, maar natuurlik die Vasbyt voertuie het ons soos altyd 'n lekker uitdaging gebou wat die ouens regtig gaan toets. Jy weet, dis nie net krag van die voertuig nie, maar die drywer moet ook die vermoëns hê, anders dan gaan hy dit nie maak nie.
Nou ons weet vorige tye was daar altyd
Jammer om te sê van ons deelnemers soos Sak kom vandag met sy rooi Jeep Wrangler. Laat ons kan kyk of hy kan met daai ding kan ry soos wat hy met die ander Jeep ry.
Okay. Enige boodskap vir die deelnemers?
Ja, natuurlik. Die manne moet vandag die dag geniet. Die mense daar buitekant moet kom. Ons is opgewonde. Ons is nou besig om op te slaan. Ons sal seker nie later as 8:30 beginne met die eerste uitdaging nie. Kom gerus, kom geniet die dag saam met ons. Bring jou sonnerom, bring jou stoel. Moenie kos koop nie, kom koop dit hier by ons. Hier is drinkgoed, hier is koffie, hier is koeldranke, alles wat nodig is. Hier is lekker soetgoed ook. So nee, asseblief kom geniet die dag saam met ons.
Baie dankie meneer van Zyl en sterkte met die verrigtinge hierso.
Baie dankie. Goed om julle hier te hê.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated. This show is Erongo, the Republican, Algemene Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Hey viewers, my name is Nicanor Nangolo. Joining me in conversation today is Bardo, John Ray, and Grenis. How you doing, guys?
Oh, we're awesome, man.
We're fine.
All good.
Okay, can you just give us a short introduction about you?
My name is Eduardo Cotton. I work at Renish. I do music actually, all kinds of music.
Yeah, my name is John Raymond Kibido, and I'm from Walvis Bay, you see here.
Slash singer.
Yeah, and I'm Grenis. My real name is Grenville Olkers. I do melodic rap, melodic trap. I've been in the game for quite some time, but I guess that 2022 is finally the year that people is going to really recognize who I am and who we are as a whole.
Okay. Can you tell me about a little bit about the new song Brain Man and the message that it carries?
Okay, so basically, the song Brain Man, it's basically a song based on stereotypes in racism. So, these past few years has actually been, how can I put it now, people have been acting very strangely towards me. I think it's because I'm getting older now, and I don't know if it makes sense, but it seems that how older you get, people treat you more adult-wise. So what happened is, like, people that used to look at me strangely, like, this guy is gonna steal, or this guy is gonna, he's probably doing drugs. I got that question like maybe 100 times in 1 month, maybe. So, first of all, I don't do drugs. I smoke cigarette, but I don't do drugs. I just want to put it out there. So yeah, this song has been on my mind for a long time because as a colored, most of our people, coloreds, we are not being recognized as civilized people, basically. And I can speak actually from experience. I've been through it, but it's not to downgrade any other culture or what. You get people that all the tribes in Namibia, South Africa, they get stereotyped under the certain group. Like for instance, and I hope I'm not offending anybody, but for instance, I know a friend of mine also, he's a Damara guy. He's a very good friend of mine. He said like, oh, these guys, they can just stop with these questions. Yeah, Damaras only drink, they can only step and what. And that is the mindset of us. We only think it like that. Why should we think it like that? Me, I don't have a problem being friends with any other race other than the race that fit me. So that's why I decided to create a song, and who better to feature it was John Ray, because me and this guy, we came back
Ages.
Ages from the Ice Age. So yeah, so basically that's why I came to him with the idea of Brain Man, basically just to end stereotypes. People say that there's no more racism and apartheid is long time overdue and what, but most of us, we are still facing that. People still look at us like, yo, this guy is a colored, what will he steal? Yo, this guy is a colored, this guy do drugs. So basically that's what the song is about, is to end stereotypes and racism.
Okay, you previously spoke about a music video. Can you just tell us more about that?
Yeah, so basically we're shooting it on Friday, the 17th. Yeah, the 17th. So what we are planning to do with Brainman, we are trying to put in, we're trying to promote a lot of small businesses, people that have businesses that are struggling to get promotion, you know. We're trying to do it free. I just want to send a shout out to Mr. Grant Knowles. He's a good Samaritan, actually, that sponsored us the music video. So while we are here, I just want to to thank him a lot, because he believed in us and we will not disappoint him. Yeah. Basically the music video is going to be about one guy that's having the awesome job, but he's not being recognized. He's been the employee of the month for leave the premises, he will call the cops. So yeah, basically then the scenery is just about what we are going through. We're going to express what it's like being a colored, like what we are going through. We're going to express it through the music video, and it's going to be like a short film. It's actually going to be very epic and it's going to be awesome.
Okay. Now, in your own words, how would you describe the Namibian industry right now, the music industry?
True. Being an artist, first of all, is very tough. You get art. Why should we listen? I don't listen to Namibian music. It's like the mindset of us as Namibians. It's just like that. But actually, we have so much talent here that is not being showcased. So for me personally, speaking about the industry is actually a very fragile topic actually, and a lot of people don't know this, but artists of Namibia, this is an art that they would rather spend 500,000 to count a big celebrity from America or South Africa to perform here, while the recognition basically, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, the Namibian music industry, I've been doing music for ages now, and I've been working with people that have won awards by now, and like if I have to put it in my own words, I would say that the music industry has really improved a lot. The only problem I see with it is that certain people only support certain people. Like for instance, you wouldn't find a white guy listening to a colored guy's music because he can't relate. But he doesn't listen to the message behind the music. It's just about, I don't bob my head to this, so I don't feel this. And that's why our musicians are growing weary along the way. And that's why you see many people quit, many people fail. If they could only just kept on a little longer and maybe just do it for themselves, I would believe we would have been, because there's really good artists out there, and I believe that we could have been somewhere like Nigeria, South Africa. We could have been known internationally. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, the Namibian music industry it's a lot of small-minded people. If I start it off like that, you will see. Let me say, like you said, people will spend a lot of money on artists that's not even from our country. Like, let me just make an example. Maybe like Ray Dillon. If Ray Dillon comes to Namibia, they are willing to pay for his flight ticket. They are willing to pay for his accommodation, and they are paying him for his performance. And then you have local artists here that's maybe having one gig at a club or so. They are going to tell the guy like, okay, we are going to pay you based on the people that's coming through the door. And at the end of the night, you don't even get paid. So the motivation for every artist, it falls to the ground. Namibian artists don't even have a lot of options, like who do you listen to? It's 2022, we are still listening to Gaza, we're still listening to Lioness. There's people that's generals in the industry. Like, we don't even have that young culture that's coming through commercially. We only have underground rappers. And I feel like Walvis Bay, the talent in Walvis Bay is madness. But the thing is, coming from Walvis Bay, it's much harder for you as an artist than an artist in Windhoek, because the resources are there, and the studios are there, the people that they have the funds are there. But the Walvis Bay artists, they just can't get that breakthrough. They just can't cross to the other side. And the other thing is studio time. Like, we are blessed to be with John Ray in the studio to create content every single time. We push content every single time, and I guess that's the thing that other artists lack. They have the talent, they have the skill, they have the drive, but they don't have equipment. And that's something that we want to work on in the future. We know there's Nautilus Studios, we know there's a lot of producers, but mostly they are home studios like the ones that we are in, because it's more affordable, it's more comfortable. So yeah, from my point of view, but I think Namibian music is going to have its breakthrough now.
Okay. Any inspiring message to your fans out there?
Never give up, even when time seems hard. I was at the verge of giving up, and just like that, boom, Erongo called me. Need to do an interview. So it's awesome, man, actually. And a lot of my people that knows me from Facebook, they know that I was here. I actually gave them a long speech thanking John Ray, thanking Grannies, thanking a lot of artists, and told them not to give up. But I told them that I'm finished. And just like that, I cannot be finished. So when it seems that it's time to give up, push harder is when your dreams will come through.
Yeah, from my point, just to say something out there, I tried motivation YouTube at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., couldn't sleep, just trying to find some new sounds, do some new things, and I was at the verge of giving up. But then I structured myself into getting more disciplined, doing something every hour, doing something every day. And I just want to put it out there that discipline will get you much further than motivation does.
Yeah, and from my side, it's like other artists, they inspire me a lot. Like, I would look at what big impact the Brainman song has, and like what it did just from coming out. Like, the day it dropped, or the previous day before it dropped, Wardo was talking to me and he was like, no, I don't want to do music anymore. But then he dropped Brainman right after that as his last song, and Brainman instantly it was a hit. Then I look at John Ray, and John Ray was on Mark Me Famous. Like, yo, I'm sitting here in my living room and I'm watching this guy on TV and I'm like, whoa, I really have to work harder. And yeah, I get, that's why I say like these guys are inspiration for me, and other artists also that's coming up. It's just more motivation for me to keep pushing, keep trying to be the best that I am.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in us. There you have it, viewers.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1of2.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact erongotalk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news. region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact erongotalk@synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Namibia Media Holdings will once again publish the sought-after special focus edition on the marine and fishing sector, which will cover in-depth insight on the industry, its role players in government and private sector, and its stakeholders in Namibia. The Marine and Fishing Focus will be published on Tuesday, the 22nd of February 2023 in the NMH daily publications, namely Republican, Namibian Sun, and Algemeine Zeitung. To find out more about the combined advertising packages, including print, social and digital media, as well as NTV, contact us at focuseditions@synergy.com.na.
Malicious lion, torno ko to mesmo yashi. Talking of the thing that I don't know, I didn't know where I go wrong. I know you want me there right now, but babe, I'm pushing on the answer. Tryna bring something on the table. When you wait for me, my baby, I want you to know that I love you, and I'm also missing you. I have bigger dreams. Let not turn into a case. Still live and wait. My baby don't wanna have stress. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Baby, don't judge me. Just try to be myself. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Baby, don't judge me. Just try to be myself. I can rely on the things from my brother. Let me do our things, I'm a father. Can you hear me, baby? You're a mother. Of my child, I wanna be with my daughter. I can rely on the things from my mother. Let me do our things, I'm a father. My baby, you are a mother. Oh my child, I wanna be with my daughter. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge myself. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me, baby, don't judge me. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me, baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Talking of the thing that I don't know, I didn't know where I go wrong. I know you want me there right now, but babe, I'm pushing on the answer. Just tryna bring something on the table. Can you wait for me, my baby? I want you to know that I love you, and I'm also missing you. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Baby, don't judge me. Just try to be myself. Baby, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Baby, don't judge me. Just try to be myself. Embassy.
Welcome to Explore with Erongo. Today, we visit the National Marine Aquarium of Namibia in Swakopmund. The attraction, which is located in Strand Street, showcases the marine species that thrive in the South Atlantic's chilly Benguela current. Its centerpiece is a large aquarium filled with fish and sharks, and a walk-through tunnel which allows visitors to get scarily close to these fearsome creatures. You can at times even catch divers feeding the sharks by hand in the large aquarium. Colorful panels also provide information about Namibia's fishing industry and local species. The aquarium is open from Tuesday to Sunday between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and worth visiting.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 102.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemene Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as news-related or advertising queries. Contact erongotalk@synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Welcome to Explore with Erongo Talk. Today we visit the Living Desert Snake Park in Swakopmund, which houses a fascinating collection of reptiles, including some rare and endemic species. Though feared by many, snakes are actually surprisingly hard to spot in Namibia. So, it will be a relief for serpent fans to know that many of Namibia's native species can be seen and photographed in Swakopmund at the Living Desert Snake Park. This compact reptile house features a large number of aquariums containing numerous venomous and non-venomous snakes, as well as geckos, scorpions, and even a couple of huge monitor lizards. The Living Desert Snake Park is open daily from 9 to 5, and visitors can see the snakes being fed each Saturday. Specialized photography sessions or snake handling courses are also available by special arrangement.
Die storie van Sarah die jaar, hoe die visse beklei vir haar hoek. En Benny se rollari en nou vierkant klip, kan vir jou soveel stories vertel. Woestijn, jy is hard, maar jou druppeltjies hoog die lewe. Aan die willepaard en gemsbok wat wij in jou duine, ja dit bly 'n wonder vir my. As hy weet, my land, ek sing van jou, my land. Van die ooste, die weste, die noorde, die suide, by jou het ek vrede kom vind. My land, ek drink van jou water, jy vloei deur my adem, by jou wil ek altyd woon. En vanaand as die son gaan rus in die verte, hoor jy die jakkals se roep, en die uile wat antwoord hoog in die bome, en die sterre wat sag oor ons loop. Dis hier waar die boere kan betop leer, en vra Here, ag seën ons met reën, dat ons beeste kan lewe, ons mielies kan groei, en ons kinders 'n toekoms kan gee. As hy weet, my land, ek sing van jou, my land. Van die ooste, die weste, die noorde, die suide, by jou het ek vrede kom vind. As hy weet, my land, ek sing van jou, my land. Ek drink van jou water, jy vloei deur my adem, by jou wil ek altyd woon. As jy net hier seker van hierdie plek se water kom druk, verander het jou lewe, voel jy soos sy enigste kind. As hy weet, my land, ek sing van jou, my land. Van die ooste, die weste, die noorde, die suide,
lines in the middle.
Ja, ek verstaan.
With 36 luxury apartments and entertainment for the whole family. Find us at corner of Tavelright and Albatross Street, Vineta North, Swakopmund. Call us on 064 462 242. Visit platamir.com.na or at Platamir on Facebook. Platamir, enhancing your coastal experience.
Welcome to Explore with Erongo Talk. Today, we visit the Zyla shipwreck, an offshore fishing vessel that ran aground on the 25th of August in 2008 during the early morning hours near Dibala, a popular fishing spot about 14 kilometers south of Walvis Bay. The fishing trawler that was sold as scrap metal to an Indian company by Angana Fishing of Walvis Bay stranded after it came loose from its towing line while on its way to Bombay, India, shortly after it left Walvis Bay. Namibia's infamous Skeleton Coast is a desolate stretch of desert running right to the sea, where the cold Benguela current creates strong currents, rough seas, who tune in regularly. I hope you've really enjoyed today's show. Remember, daily at 2 o'clock, and you can also enjoy a great variety of programs on our website at www.erongo.com.na.